Hey, I'm Angelique, aka Luxury Lique. I'm the owner of Luxury Studio and many things, and this is my story.
This episode is sponsored by Carré Restaurant and Bar, one of the dopest restaurants in the French Quarter located in New Orleans. I promise you, the egg rolls are smoking, the lamb chops are amazing. You will love it. 239 Decatur Street, New Orleans, Louisiana, zip code 70130. Okay, so tell the world, where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans, born and raised. A lot of people think I'm from Atlanta or somewhere else. Shout out to Atlanta, by the way. I love Atlanta women too. But yeah, I grew up in the Magnolia Project. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
So the Magnolia Projects, the
Yes,
infamous.
aka the Mac Bougie.
Only for the women.
Only for the women. Mm-hmm.
And so how it was growing up for you?
Oh my goodness, my childhood was very interesting. My mom, she's a retired nurse, and my dad, he's deceased. He was a street pharmacist, shall I say. Yeah, but my lifestyle growing up, it was very interesting. I'm blessed to have the best of both worlds, the book smarts and the street smarts. And so that's what created me a triple threat, Angelique, Luxury League,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, Luxury League.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that, if that name kind of come from you growing up and having a dad that was in the streets?
I mean, yeah, in a sense, you can say that. I was, like I said, I was exposed to a lot of things and used to the nice cars and the nice luxurious things. Being that we grew up in a project, let me tell you, my mom had that house looking like a mansion. You hear me? So going to like my friends' houses and other like cousins' houses that actually had mansions, it was normal, like that's normal. So the things that my mom accumulated in her apartment in the Magnolia was like a freaking wow. It was dope. So yeah, right. Shout out to my mom.
I think a lot of people have it on the misconstrued. Like a lot of people look at the projects and things like it's dirty. Cause I've been to multiple different people houses and projects. Yeah. And because my mom played cards, so I had family members that play. So I've been to some nice apartments in the project, and I've been to some little small roaches ones.
Exactly. Now we didn't thank God having the roaches like people further down. Like my mom never let me sleep out or anything like that. But I've been to other people's houses as I got older, and I was like, damn, So you just never know how people live in just 2-3 doors down from you, So yeah, I feel that.
So, just to get a little bit in your story, bring me back to the day that you found out and that your father actually passed away.
Ooh, I was actually a baby, so I don't have any daddy issues or nothing like that. But shout out to counseling, my counselor, my therapist. Therapy is important. Everybody needs therapy. But yeah, I mean, my dad, I still have like some fun memories, of course, and I miss him, of course. I still feel his presence, and then when I'm thinking about certain things, I can hear his voice, like, nah, Leak, that's a bad move. Nah, Leak, you gotta play chess. Nah, Leak, you know better than that, or you're on the right path. So I do hear and feel my dad, so that's huge for me. But it's a lot of things that I'm still learning about my dad from my dad's side of the family. I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting. He was so savage, But that, that I'm getting a little emotional. A little
so
bit.
Have you ever ran across your dad on photos on the internet? Because like a lot of people from the Magnolia, are some known legends, and they'll throw them up there. They be like, oh snap.
Now I can say this. I remember seeing pictures of. That's crazy. Of them receiving packages, which I would open it thinking this is my present, and it was like custom made MCM and like Gucci outfits and stuff like that shit dope, and I'm sure I know who that come from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we don't have that in the city, so of course it come from New York and stuff. So yeah, fashion was huge in my where I grew up at. So and a lot of talented people. You know, a lot of such as M-Line. Shout out to M-Line. What's up, James? I see you doing your thing. So a lot of that was a part of my childhood growing up. So yeah, I mean, it's not much. I don't want to say too much about my dad and his lifestyle.
Right.
But
Well, you know,
I'm still a very private person.
This is your story.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you this after this. Like,
What's up?
after your dad passed, you know, your mom being a nurse and everything like that, how much did y'all, lifestyle change?
Well, not much at all. My mom, she's a very smart and strategic woman, you know, so after my dad passed, she went on to start her own business. So she started a home health care company. She kind of got out of working in a hospital and she started her own private services. So I grew up in a lot of big time homes basically, because I was the kid. I did not really want to go to anybody's house because my mom, she really didn't trust too many people, and I was the baby of my 3 siblings, so two other siblings. So I kind of was under my mom's wing a lot, and I was exposed to a different side of New Orleans, such as like Audubon Place and St. Charles Avenue. So I was always fascinated with that lifestyle, like wow, and just her clients allowing me to explore their homes and sit in her clients study and just look at everything, how they do their financing and how they just orchestrate their whole day, like their life. So I'm like, wow, this is interesting. So that was a whole different side. So
Turned you on, huh?
Yes, coming from the Magnolia to just more luxury, like real luxury. So I'm like, okay. So yeah. That was interesting growing up and seeing all of this stuff.
Gotcha. So what high school did you actually attend?
So I went to Fauché. I went to LC Fauché. Shout out to my Tarpons. I actually went to school with, I know her as Raynell. Went to school with Super. She's so cool. Funny. Always been funny. Always been a dope person.
Was she one rapper then?
Yeah, she was rapping.
Everybody don't know the story. I'm about to interview her soon. That's my dog.
Yeah, she used to be spitting. Like her and Bernica, shout out to Bernica. Me and Bernica actually was on the majorette team together growing up. So yeah, they all used to be rapping just
I'm a young 23.
Like, huh?
I'm a young 23?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, so fun.
It brings back memories, huh?
Such a fun memory. So dope.
Gotcha.
I'm proud of them.
So, graduating high school, did you go to college or what did you do?
So, all right. I went through Katrina, right? That story. Went through Katrina, moved to Texas. Graduation was that summer, then Katrina hit. I was supposed to go to Xavier. So that didn't happen. I went to the Art Institution of Dallas. That was fun for me, but I got homesick, so I came back home. My mom, at the time, she was still a nurse, so she actually evacuated the people out and then came back to the city to help start back the city up, with moving patients back in and getting the city back together. So I was just all over the place. In and out of college. I graduated from Delgado, so I went to barber school. Straight out of high school, started my first boutique. So that was, what was it? Ragdoll Boutique. I got it tattooed on my neck so that nobody wouldn't hire me for real. And it was successful. So yeah, I've been an entrepreneur just basically since high school, like legally.
Right.
LLC and
but not one on street pharmacy.
No street pharmacy.
I just thought about something. So
what's that?
And so not only do we have the same birthday,
yes,
we actually
do.
The same age.
We are.
I graduated in 05 too as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's crazy. I just thought about that was actually fun for me.
It was dope.
And didn't realize that Katrina really, I think it just was overwhelming experience.
It was very overwhelming, and then such a dope, bittersweet. I'm going to say bittersweet, but we were able to explore a lot of stuff. My driver here. Shout out to Stephon, my driver.
You're the first person that get an interview with their driver pull up.
I have a lunch meeting today.
Everybody able.
Actually, let me tell them the person that I'm meeting. And then I have to rebook my spa appointment too. Yeah. Because the spa just called me. But yeah, that's my lifestyle. Like, I'm a very private person, but I'm excited to share my life with y'all. I just was nominated to be a part of Forbes Council, so I'm a official Forbes Council member. So at some point, I get to nominate somebody. So yeah, to be up next.
Gotcha. So ever since your driver just pulled up in an Escalade, I gotta ask this question next.
What's up?
What's the average day like for you?
I'm a mommy, so I have amazing, wonderful kids. I never, if you know, you know. So I'm, like I said, I'm a very private person when it comes to my kids, especially. A day in the life, like my kids and my clients. I love my clients so much, and not on top of that, my investments and my newfound business, Lique, is my branding company. So I'm going to help many business owners become great and learn how to brand themselves and market themselves in an appropriate manner. So I do want to offer a business etiquette class for people to learn how to sell themselves and just be appropriate in business, so that's my goal.
That's dope. So being an entrepreneur, what do you enjoy most about it, and like what do you dislike about it?
I enjoy my time and my freedom. Okay. That's so important. I get to alternate my time. I create my time, so shout out to my clients, because like sometimes I just be having a date and they be like, all right, Lique, I take your time. All right, cool. So that's like very important to me, just being on my time, so I love that. It's nothing I really don't like about it, because I've been through the trials and errors. So everything for me is a learning experience and a lesson and a blessing, because that's what got me here today, all the trials and errors. So it's really nothing. I love the thrill. I love the excitement about it, the unknown. So that's huge for me.
Gotcha. So I got the good questions for you now.
What's up?
How is it like being one young I'm a successful entrepreneur in New Orleans, single?
Oh my goodness.
She had to look at her phone.
Oh my goodness. I had to make sure I ain't butt out now, kid. Being single. Oh my goodness. It's been a journey. By choice. Like, I am celibate, like by choice.
Is that
because
easy?
It's not. It wasn't. It's all about discipline, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun, and I am setting myself up for my person, the person that God has for me. So my forever man, Yeah, I'm excited about him.
So
whoever you are.
So for the women that's watching this right now, how is the dating life in New Orleans?
The dating pool in New Orleans. Oh my goodness. That's a great question. I don't know. Like, I haven't really dated anybody. Like, I go on dates, but I haven't really dated anyone in the city in a long time. So I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. And if they are in the city, they're visiting and they're not from here. So I mean, it's been a while since I've dated a person actually from New Orleans.
So you don't like New Orleans, man?
I love New Orleans, man.
Had to throw you out there.
Whisper in my ear. But I do love a New Orleans man, and being an entrepreneur is kind of scaly, It's like, the weight hits different, if that makes sense. Think about that.
Gotcha. So, what's your advice to a young woman watching this interview right now, thinking about following in your footsteps?
Well, tread lightly, and take your time, because success is not overnight. Trust me, I've been in it for about 15 years now, so I've seen the highs, the lows, the mediums, and I'm still here. I'm happy to share my story with everybody. Just tread lightly, take your time, and be consistent. That's so important. Be consistent. Show up. When nobody else show up, show up. As long as you showed up. So another thing I can say, the money gonna come. Be passionate about your craft, and everything else will follow. Boom.
Gotcha. So, what's next for you?
What's next? You know what? Like I said, I love the unknown. So I'm here, sprinkling my light, shining my light for everybody, and whatever God has for me, wherever God wants me to go, that's where we would go. So that's that.
Gotcha. So being an entrepreneur, has there ever been one point in your career you just wanted to give up?
Hell yeah, I wanted to stay in my bed. I wanted to stay in my bed and watch freaking Netflix and say fuck excuse my expression, I don't know if you're gonna beat that out, but
we ain't beat it out, we just keep it raw.
Fuck everything. I did. I wanted to get on the plane and just move to Dubai. I was just texting my friend, my homeboy the other day. He said, "You really moving to Dubai?" I'm like, I don't know. I just wanted to go, but if it wasn't for, my kids, well, my family and my clients, I would be in a different country right now.
You can move your kids?
Yeah, but
And you can still do lashes in Dubai.
I know. I know. But my clients, they're going to be like, I know you. My clients love me and I love them too. But we go together. Me and my clients go together.
And so how's those relationships with you and your clients?
So dope. What goes on in luxury studio stays in luxury studio.
Oh, so y'all talk about everything?
Everything.
You need to start a podcast, hook the mics up, and let them talk about
I
it. Got their eyes closed,
well, yeah, that too. We talked about that.
You gotta sign waivers,
we gotta sign.
If don't say no names, you can't say no names while you're talking.
But the tea is definitely being sipped. We have hot tea and cold tea, and I love it. I love it.
And here come your driver dressed like LB Show.
Oh, he coming out. Hello. Hey, what's up? That's my boy right there. I'm coming. I'm almost done. All right. That's my boy.
And also, last but not least, tell the world, what can they find you at on social media and everywhere else?
Yes, you can find me on social media at Luxury Lique, and then my business at My Luxury Studio. And you can Google me. Just Google me. You can find out everything else.
Nolazine make them scream, you heard me.